The widely circulated video of the Senate panel investigating the senator representing Adamawa North at the National Assembly has generated social media debates as Nigerians engage one another on social media again. Some were saying that Senator Remi Tinubu, who was the only female on the panel, was rude. Others are saying that Senator Elisha was actually the one that was rude and not remorseful.
You don't come in here and dictate to us the procedures we are supposed to adopt. And that is, you don't dictate to us because you undermine us by even trying to do that. We are not threatening you. I said we are not threatening you.
I will not sit you threatening your suspension.
With all due respect, sir.
With all due respect to you, I won't sit here. You are my colleague. You are a senator like me. You cannot threaten me suspension.
We all saw that video. And I think we talked about it yesterday. And what we read in the papers was that when the distinguished Senator Abbo came in, he was actually supposed to take an oath, which he rejected. He refused to take an oath, saying that the case is in court and to be sub judice. And also he requested for the journalists to be excused from that meeting. And the response we saw from Senator Remi Tinubu was that you are in no place to make demands because you're on that side of the table. And the back and forth happened, and suddenly everybody's saying, oh, she was rude, or no, he was rude, because he kept pointing the finger at her saying, you cannot threaten me with suspension. So in your own view, what do you make of that video, Vinima?
Okay, quickly. I was once a speaker of parliament in school, and I was the first female speaker. It sounded strange to my parliamentary members to see a woman on the chair. And of course, because I read there was seniority at the bar, I had a senior parliamentarian, first-time parliamentarian in this kind of situation. There's a way you address, even in court as a lawyer now, there's a way we address the bench. It doesn't mean that the bench is we call them my lord. You come with the most humble, show humility in your sentences.
These are equals, Nemo.
They're equals, but one person is on one side. He's facing a panel now. He's not going to give the panels the rule. The panel will set out its rule and how it should be guided. Okay. Now, as a Senate member, you fall under the Senate rules. The Senate have a separate right. This is separate from a court to review you. It's just like a medical doctor coming before the disciplinary committee of a medical team. It doesn't matter whether the case with which is brought forward is before a court, maybe for murder or something. The medical guild can decide on its own without having the court having concluded to either withdraw the person's license, investigate on their own, which is what the Senate is doing. So you don't come before the Senate. That's the way I see it. I felt that you provoked the female senator enough for her to talk too strongly. She had to.
So you are struggling to establish her stand.
No, she had to establish her stand. So some people might call that rudely, but I call it blunt. That's been assertive. God bless you.
Okay,
she had to be very assertive.
But there was one of the responses that people said that we saw online was that she made a statement saying, do you want us to protect you or defend you? Now, a lot of people had issues with that statement, saying that if he is indeed guilty, are you suggesting that the Senate will protect and defend him regardless of his guilt hanging there? And then there was another point that he was not remorseful. And he's saying, I can't be remorseful because he has apologized because he felt that, yes, he was a senator. But the case is in court. He's still innocent until proven guilty. So, remorse.
Was fake. We knew that the cry was crocodile tears. He was trying to act. He was not a good actor. He cannot make it in Hollywood or Hollywood.
I asked you guys a question a few days ago. Yes. Did you see his face in the video?
No, but he didn't deny it. He has apologized.
I understand. I could apologize for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Madam Lawyer, did you see his face in the video?
I did not see his face.
Go ahead with your own
point. I didn't see any form of remorse. I did not see your personal
I did not see his face in the video of the slapping.
So the point I'm trying to make is that the lawyer can actually prove otherwise.
The slapping, no, I didn't see his face.
Exactly.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, we'll see. But go ahead.
I have, with that, do you want us to defend you or you want us to protect you? I have my own conspiracy theory when I saw that video. What I saw was the press was there for a reason. The senators wanted to make it look like they were really doing something about him. He's a part of them. They had the intention of protecting him. And so Senator Remi kept saying, put off the mic and don't put yourself in more trouble. Put off the mic.
But this is the person who will not hear.
I saw a woman trying to, like, you know the way you want to protect your child from outside, but then you are coming up with this look like, I'm going to chastise you. Women, we do it a lot with our children. I'm going to chastise you. So let people see us and see that I'm chastising you. But in my mind, this is a protection. Put off the mic. You're putting yourself in more trouble. Put off the mic. So what I saw was, for me, it was a charade. It was
Okay, well, eventually, according to the report, they asked the journalists to leave because according to what Senator Tinubu was saying, that they actually had plans to let the journalists leave. Like, you have no idea what our rules are going to be. But go ahead.
So concerning the should we protect you or should we defend you, what I feel is that whether we like it or not, he is a senator. To us, he's an embarrassment. To them, he's a colleague who has fallen short. So I don't expect that they will just throw him out. I feel that they should deal with him, help him understand what is done wrong and the responsibilities that come with his position. There should be punishment, but it shouldn't be just discarded like that. So there should be protection and chastisement all together. I don't think it was a charade. Okay. I feel it was the right thing. However, I feel that there is also a sense of, it's not what I call culture or tradition. In the Senate, there are first-timers, there are second-timers, and they have opportunities that come with the fact that you have been there 4 times or 3 times. He was a first-timer. I feel that from what he said, he obviously did not even know the standing rules. He has not read it to understand how he should behave or comport himself, both in the chambers and outside. So there's a failure on many grounds, and he's obviously an extremely rude person.
Now, when she said, do you know we can suspend you? A lot of people felt that was rude. Wait, is it not a colleague?
That's a fact now.
She's telling him the possible conclusion of the panel. Now, I wanted to explain, do you want us to protect you or not?
Defend.
Now, this is a panel and they will reach a resolution. That resolution will be communicated to the House. It could favor you. This is a place where they do a lot of lobbying.
How would it favor you if the video says it's you?
No. It could favor you. It could be lenient. That's what it means.
They will protect them.
He's not saying you'll be absorbed.
Okay.
It could be lenient. The recommendations could be, yes, he's falling short, but the panel finds him remorseful.
Right.
And the conclusion could also be, the panel do not find him remorseful. He's falling short, but he seems not remorseful. He needs to learn harder.
Right.
So it could be lenient. That's what they're saying to you. We could be on your side. We could actually calm down. The guy don't go calm down.
No,
this guy, he's somebody that's obviously cooking borrow.
Then she said something. She said something else. Said that I am another woman here. So it's can't suggest
that way.
So because he was actually pointing fingers, like you cannot threaten me.
And we see what the hand can do before. We saw what the hand did in the video.
See, I believe my personal opinion, I'm stating it here so that they will not quote me, my personal opinion. I don't see him as someone that respects women. If he was another guy who was saying that to him, he wouldn't have warned.
This one has been bullied.
He wouldn't have warned her the way he was doing. Do you understand? So I believe it's someone that feels, because I'm a man, I'm superior to you. So why would you be telling me you can suspend me? Culture, yes.
Well, our men culturally respect women.
I think it's just a chauvinist. I think that's what I think.
It's a patriarchal society. What do you expect?
Our culture doesn't generally.
Not all men are like that.
Right, not all men.
Senator Abbo is unaware, even as a first-time senator, of what the possible conclusions are. Let me give him an history. When the former Senate President, and Dino Melaye's car issue happened on the waivers, Senator Ndume reported a legitimate newspaper report to the House and said the House should exercise its powers and investigate. Did you know they set him up, investigate, and suspended him?
Yeah.
I don't know whether this man does not know that they can suspend him for actually slapping somebody inside video that he has admitted to with an apology. I don't know.
Fake apology.
You come there, you sit there, arrogant, beyond reprimand. Someone is trying to caution you. You don't vex.
You see, let me go back to what you just said. Let's look at it both sides. It hasn't been proven in court, indeed, that this man committed this crime. Yes, he apologized, but a lawyer can actually tweak what the apology was for. There are ways you can find a way to ensure that he's not punished for a crime that he committed, but lawyers have a way around this thing. So what he's trying to tell the panel, this case is in court.
You don't tell panel.
So
that's the thing. Yeah. You don't tell panel that a disciplinary panel was meant to investigate you. You now come. Yes. You come into a disciplinary panel with instructions and conditions.
So wait, listen. If you come with humility, it means that you accept the way you are. Listen, hear my point. Okay. If you come with that humility, you are accepting that you are not accepting. If you come with the assertion that listen, my lawyers have told me in the House, I can get away from this. So I'm coming with a boldness, a new boldness. You cannot come and tell me that is me in the video.
You can still be a thief and be rude.
Morayo,
yes, go ahead.
When you come with humility before a panel, you're submitting to the authority of that panel. You're not admitting anything. As you are coming in, you sometimes they make us take bow.
To your colleagues.
No.
Yes, your colleagues.
On the other side.
These people can fry you now. You come in humility. You state your case humbly. Even if you know there are loopholes in your case, when they come with those loopholes, you quickly find a way to address it. That's why some people find spokesperson, they find lawyers to go and help them. Because they know they cannot control themselves.
We need more PR people.
Can we
go ahead.
take it?
Let's take
Okay,
it.
so Lydia says, truth be told, Senator Abbo has an element of undiluted rudeness in his DNA. He feels being a senator has given him right to bully people, especially women, without remorse.
Because he was bullied by men.
Oluwafemi says, Senator Elisha Abbo is obviously power drunk. He doesn't have any right to dictate on how the panel should conduct their investigation. And he says Mr. Abbo was the rude one. The exasperation of Mrs. Tinubu and her colleagues were understandable. Mrs. Tinubu's protecting statement was wrong. What she said about age was an aside statement that shouldn't have been caught by the mic.
So a lot of people felt that this was it's supposed to be an internal disciplinary conversation
Without the
between,
media.
it's without the media. That the media should have never been invited in the first place, which is what even aggravated this man, Senator Abbo, that why are journalists here? If this is supposed to be an inner chamber conversation, why is the journalist?
That's why I
here?
think it's a charade.
No, discipline must
what you
be
think,
done
Elisha?
and
Yes.
be said to be, must be seen to be done.
That's what they
That was
were
what she's
saying.
saying.
I think
Yes.
it must be done and be seen to be done. So we've seen developed countries. We're not an island. We've seen how they do these things. So there will be media presence to see that there's a meeting, and then when they want to start the discussion, they excuse media for this part of the discussion, which would have been done without his insisting on it or giving it as a condition for talking. So I feel that on many grounds this is wrong, and I'm going to continue to hold the Senate responsible for everything that comes out from each member, their actions in and out of the chamber. This already was a media trial. This thing broke in the media. So everybody was already waiting for what they were going to do. So they cannot have said you do a committee meeting without
the
media
media
being aware or even planning to capture what is going on.
You can't, okay, I can come before the Senate committee and say, may I humbly ask that you protect me? I do not want this publicized. This, you
Humbly.
ask humbly. So they will say, no, you still have, for certain reasons, because you know,
want to
I have
get
had a
this in
serious media trial already. You can continue to emphasize
Yeah.
the dangers and the merits of it
Like
for you.
yes.
Till the people they will consider you what you're saying.
Right.
Not be saying you will come there.
More
Tell
things.
them, I cannot testify the court. I do not want media there. Is it you that wrote the rules? Is it your rule?
Omar Bolahon says it's only those who didn't know the beginning of the issue that blame Senator Remi Tinubu. They are Senate rules. Senator Elisha shouldn't have given them conditions. Tinubu wasn't insulting but assertive. Elisha wasn't showing restitution.
And because this is a patriarchal society, so no matter how Senator Tinubu said it,
How can
they will still attack her.
Yes.
There's no way.
Is that
If she was
you
even
talk to your
calm,
husband?
exactly. So no matter how we say it, that woman will still
We really need more
lash
women
out
in the
because,
Senate.
So what's
because
the
she's a
solution?
woman.
We really need more women in the Senate.
Represent us. We should have more company. Somebody did a write-up yesterday. Said women should empower each other, have more company. So I have a company now, I employ more women than
Unfortunately,
men,
that's what
just
we
to
can take.
balance us.
I have to just apologize that our phone lines couldn't be, weren't working today. I really apologize. I know lots of people would have loved to make comments on the topics today. But thank you, ladies. Do you have any more tweets you want to take before we run off?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go.
Adioya Adebola says, I feel Senator Remi was trying to be a bully. For God's sakes, they are colleagues. What does she mean by protecting? Protecting from assault charges? Mo and always Mo says, Remi Tinubu was within her rights as a member of the panel to tell him to turn off his mic because it wasn't time for him to have his minutes. When a panel of senators are investigating another senator, he is answerable to them, not vice versa. He's a joke.
I've been in panels, even within TVC, of disciplinary action. They have been invited to certain panels to colleagues or even people maybe slightly lower than I am. And we've been in panels with them when there are issues. So it's very normal for you to be called on the panel for a disciplinary issue, and it's within the rules of the legislature in this case. Unfortunately, that's all we can take on the show today. Once again, I apologize for the phone lines. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.